Hey folks, Double RPG here. I know I said that I would be finished with my thoughts on E3 2011, but there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is my thoughts on the Wii U. Now, I already said that the Nintendo press conference was pretty much the big highlight from E3 this year, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying that goes for everybody, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, I thought Nintendo dominated again. So, what are my thoughts on the Wii U? Well, it's good to know that the system has really strong third-party support, kind of like how the 3DS has, strong third-party support. And the Wii U is a new console. Let's get that straight. It's not the new controller for the Wii. The Wii U is a brand new console. The controller is just a part of the new console. Now let's talk about the controller. It has an accelerometer, a gyroscope, and gyroscope technology. It even functions like a regular controller where it has the back-end shoulder buttons, and it has two thumbsticks on the top, kind of like the regular analog sticks, a D-pad, and the ABXY buttons in the front, as well as, I think, a home button and a controller input button, for the controller to appear on the screen. And speaking of the screen, it's an HD screen that's 6.2 inches. And it also has some internal flash memory in the console, and the Wii U's optical disc, since they're not going to be using Blu-ray, its optical disc is going to hold up to 25 gigabytes of storage, so that's definitely a good sign that it's going to HD right there. But I'm a little miffed that they didn't go with Blu-ray, but hey, it looks like that this optical disc could work well, but I'll just have to reserve judgment until it releases in mid-2012 next year. But I know some people say, oh, it's just a gimmick. I mean, you could play your games inside of a controller when you turn off the TV and that kind of stuff. Well, if you think about it, that's actually a good idea. I mean, if it's going to, if the HD, the stuff that you see on an HD TV looks really well on the stuff that looks, looks inside of a, a tablet controller, I think that's a really good step for Nintendo. I mean, and for gaming to come. I mean, sure, the Wii Remote and the Wii Nunchuck were gimmicks when the Wii came out, but think about the PlayStation Move and the Kinect. They're all gimmick peripherals, so each one of these companies are testing new gimmicks for, when it comes to gaming, so they can try to, continue their gaming experience. And I know that the Wii is, taking a step up, and they're going to HD right now. And I don't think they're going very fast as like Microsoft and Sony are, since they always like to try to one-up Nintendo. I just think Nintendo is taking a more conservative approach with their consoles because they don't want to get ahead of the competition. They want to be conservative and try to win the competition in the next, in the next generation. So, the Wii U, I definitely think it looks very interesting. I mean, even though it has the touchscreen and the tablet, and I heard that the tablet is really light. That I really like right there. And, it seems like tablets are becoming a really big thing, kind of like, smartphones these days. And I really do think that Nintendo's step in, having games, play on the tablet controller, if you, if somebody else is watching TV, but you still have your game system on, I think that's a good idea. I mean, would you want to play a game if your parents decided to watch TV so you could keep yourself busy? I think it makes sense. Now, Nintendo definitely had some really good third-party support when they got it onto the system, but I think the other thing that they're going to need to watch out for is that they're going to have to make sure that they put in some really strong first-party support in the system. I mean, we already know that New Super Mario Bros. Me, which was a tech demo at E3, is going to be possibly coming to the Wii U, which most likely it is, and it's most likely going to be a launch title, which I definitely think that's a really good thing that's going to happen for Nintendo, because, let's face it, when was the last time we ever saw a Mario game make it to launch, for a console? Was it the Nintendo 64 with Super Mario 64? Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, definitely Nintendo needs to put in the urge with some strong first-party support, and I think that's really true because Miyamoto recently stated that since they reached up a peak of technology at this point, they can finally put in more emphasis to create, more games with their current IPs as well as some new ones. So, I think Nintendo has a really strong and optimistic future in this, but we'll just have to see when the console launches next year. And I'm definitely going to be buying it, whether or not if it's going to be, you know, $250 or a little bit over that. Probably going to be at least $300. But yeah, I'm definitely going to pick it up when it releases next year. So, all in all, I definitely want to give the Wii U a try, and I definitely give it my 2 thumbs up right now. If any of you think otherwise, leave a comment below, and if you like my stuff, be sure you subscribe to my channel, because it's free for you, and very awesome for me. Yeah, I know I'm copying K-Wing, but it's just only one-time thing. But, sorry buddy. But other than that, those are my thoughts on the Wii U, but I will definitely see you in the near future for another LP video, which is going to be Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Fantasia, which is this Monday, June 13th. Anyway, take care of yourselves, gamers, and I'll catch you next time. This is RRPG signing off. Laters!